Good morning, my friends. I wonder, as we explore the concept and the experience of interbeing, if it's starting to become more visible, looking out into the world around you, as it's not something that we generally think about in quite that way. That idea that without one part, another part could not exist, and that we are deeply interdependent in just that way. And there's no better time than now, as we begin to come out of this pandemic and isolation, to let our awareness of interbeing and the intentional practice of it in the world around us thrive and grow.
Over this past year, living through the pandemic of COVID-19 has helped us to see our interconnectedness. And with all the uncertainty and confusion and anxiety, this is a gift as well. No individual or nation was left untouched. Across all ethnicities, economic classes, racial identity, the pandemic heightened the tension between our self-interest and the reality of our interdependence on all others and theirs on us. And I would suggest to you, for your own reflection, that a deepening understanding of interbeing changes how we understand the meaning of self-interest. If it is true that we are all interconnected and dependent on one another to both arise, to live, and to die, then it is also true that self-interest is really found in solidarity with others. As in interbeing, there is no difference in the flow of connection among us. So let us be seated and reflect on this as we consider how and in what ways to come out of this pandemic. Many of us reflecting on how we can contribute to a sense of connection, reconnection, and mutual ability to thrive together. As you become seated, be aware of how it is that you are sitting on the chair and in what way that chair is connected to you. Without that chair, you wouldn't be seated in the middle of the air above the floor. Without the trees and the wood and the craftspeople and the machines that make our furniture, we come into having a chair. Allow yourself to feel some gratitude for that and all of the many, many things as yet unnamed here that contributed to the chair in which you sit. And allow your awareness to go to your breathing as you sit there, appreciating, recognizing, even at this level, the interbeing of yourself and a simple chair or sofa or cushion. The Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. said it this way in his letter from Birmingham jail. We need to see our interdependence beyond those with whom we identify. We each can flourish only when we create conditions for all to flourish. In a real sense, all life is interrelated. All men are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. I can never be what I ought to be until you are what you ought to be. And you can never be what you ought to be until I am what I ought to be. This is the interrelated structure of all reality. Reflect on these words for a few moments and notice what stood out to you as you listened. And so as we come out of this time of severe and total isolation from one another, there are a couple of practices and questions to help you explore and see that truth and that process of interconnectedness. The first practice is to create time and space to acknowledge and appreciate interconnectedness. The mindful practice of purposefully slowing down, noticing what is present, gives us greater capacity throughout the day to listen to other people's perspectives. Mindful awareness simply begins to call forth a sense and an awareness of interconnectedness, of interbeing. Step back, stay present, and be aware. Build your capacity to declutter your mind so that you can fully observe it, listen, and notice. Interbeing. Thich Nhat Hanh speaks of this on a much more personal level and offers us these 4 phrases we can keep in mind to connect with people in our lives. The first one, I am here for you, said with honesty and presence. To whom in your life would you like to say that today? I am here for you. I am here for you. The second phrase is this, I know you are there, and I am very happy. Pausing to notice and acknowledge other people and appreciating their presence can be transformative. I know you are there, and I am very happy. No matter how hard a conversation might have been earlier, mindfully bringing our own minds and hearts to gratitude inevitably connects us with one another. Reflect on where you might want to do this today. I know you are there, and I am very happy that we are interconnected. The third phrase, for anyone in your life who struggles right now or in an ongoing kind of way, perhaps someone with whom you feel helpless to make anything they're experiencing very different, there is one thing you can offer for connection, and that is this phrase, I know that you are suffering, and that is why I am here for you. When someone we care about is suffering, just letting them know that you are there for them can be deeply healing. We are not alone. We are interconnected. Ask them if you want, how can I be most helpful to you right now? And the last one is perhaps the most difficult thing to say, as we're conditioned to protect and not reveal our vulnerabilities. We feel disconnected. Today, when you are suffering, remember the interbeing of all people and all things, especially those that we hold close to us, and allow yourself to say to them, I am suffering. Please help me. This is most powerful often in the midst or the aftermath of a terribly difficult conversation or decision that leaves you feeling separated. And just simply speak it out loud. I am suffering, my friend. Please help. And we come around full circle to the first suggestion, which is to offer, I am here for you. I am here for you. So let us go out today, my friends, with mindful awareness of interbeing, the interconnectedness, interdependency of all living things, and especially our human companions. Go out and look for opportunities to interbe. And as we begin to restore from this time of isolation, become a contributor actively to a different kind of reconnection. It is both for self and for other and for all that self-interest can be seen as one core of solidarity. Reflect on this today, my friends, and can really change your awareness. Namaste. Amen.